Hi everybody. I hope I've got that camera aimed where it gets the cards. I wanted to really cover these cards today. Um, Sorry I've been gone so long. Um, Took me a while to get back. There's been so much going on. Of course, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's wanting to read on this Epstein stuff. I've been thinking about it really hard for the last 3 months, and actually, I think Rachel brought that out on her show maybe even a couple of years ago. And I remember the first thing I thought of the first time I heard it was I thought, boy, I bet Hillary's glad she's not president because I'm sure Bill Clinton would be right in the middle of this. Well, she's probably still glad she's not president, and I'm sure that Bill Clinton's going to probably end up in the middle of this, and especially if Donald Trump has anything to do with it. And you know that Donald Trump's in this up to his rosy red cheeks, or I should say rosy orange cheeks. Uh, that he's just right in the middle of this. That's why I couldn't believe it when Barr said he was recusing himself, and I thought Trump's not going to let him recuse himself. What in the hell's going on there? And then when you hear the rest of what was kind of going on, like his dad hired Epstein for a middle-aged school teacher, not a middle school teacher, or maybe, middle school and maybe up into freshman, when he didn't even have qualifications or a college education, that he worked for Bill Barr's dad. And then after he was let go, I guess within the next year or so, Bill Barr's dad got excused from that school, we'll put it that way, because I don't know what the circumstances were. But I'm even wondering if Bill Barr's not in this someplace along the line. Maybe that's another reason he was so quick to want to recuse or get out of there. But I know Donald Trump is the reason he unrecused himself. He probably told him to get back in there and cover his ass, that he was a paper tiger in this one, and it was going to be hard to keep this all away from him. So I don't know. Some interesting stuff. I guess nobody has any clue where Epstein got his money from. Supposedly he was a hedge fund operator or something like that, and then come to find out that he didn't have any clients and hadn't been doing that. His apartment, he's got stuff all over the world, houses and stuff, it sounds like. But his place in Manhattan, he did that in some kind of a trade through Victoria's Secret. He worked for them for a couple of years. That sounds pretty iffy there. Still around the young women, but most of them were maybe, I don't know, they have models that are younger, that are underage. I don't know for Victoria's Secret, but a lot of the catalogs do. So who knows what's going on here, except for the fact that Donald Trump's into this up to his teeth, and I think anybody that has a brain in their head knows that. So probably nobody's that interested, but let's see if another person that's this Acosta and all the lawyers that he worked with, big time lawyers, to get all this stuff moved away from a federal charge and stuff there in Florida. Were some of them in on it? I mean, before this is all over, unless Bill Barr gets in there and blocks it some way, and I wouldn't put nothing past Bill Barr, nothing. I just can't see that this doesn't end up bringing a lot of people down. A lot of people down. They end up putting him in jail, where in an airtight case where there's no way he can get out. He's going to bring a lot of people down before he's through, because he's got a personality like Trump. He's a predator. And predators don't like it when it's turned on them. So I'm going to try to do I'm going to do a reading on Acosta first. Let's just see if he ends up getting out of this. I don't think anybody really cares if he gets out of this, but let's see. We're just going to do a short one here. This is on Acosta. Turn it around. Okay, he's feeling entrapped now, like those poor girls did. This is from the past. He's known for years that this was really wrong, and he's known it would probably more than likely catch up with him. Still a whole bunch of secrets to come out. Whole bunch of secrets to come out just about that case in Florida. That's another place. How in the hell can Bill Barr recuse himself from in Florida but take over this one? It's the same damn case. They're bringing the same thing up. So that doesn't make any sense. None of this makes any sense. I think the president just told him, I don't care if you recused yourself, unrecuse yourself and get back in there and cover my ass. I think that's what Trump told him. Yeah. And the challenge is bringing women from different countries, moving them around on that plane, from foreign countries, bringing them in from all over. This is going to be international before it's through. Going to be international. So they may not be able to drop this and shove it under the rug like they think they're going to try to do again. I can't see them doing that, but that's what Trump's wanting right now. And that's why he's picking this fight with this, that I guess he just won, whatever. I guess the guy quit from England for writing back and saying what, how to handle Trump, which was exactly what all of them are writing back, I'm sure. It's the same report I'd have wrote on him. Okay. Let's work with the same deck here. And, so they are going to make Acosta an offer. They're going to make him an offer to leave. He may not like it, but they're going to make him an offer. I'm going to do 4 more and see if he's going to take it. Well, he still thinks he can hop over this, but he can't. There's too many secrets there. He's going to have to leave. His tower's not coming down a little bit. His tower's coming down with a boom. And the women are behind it, which is good. It's about time they got a little bit of strength. I'd like to say that that's the House, but I'm not sure that the House is ever going to do anything as long as Nancy's in there taking care of it. And whether he likes this offer or not, he's going to have to take this offer, or he's going to end up in jail before this is through. So that's what I've got to say about Acosta, that he's definitely going to be going. Definitely going to be going. There's no way he's going to get out of this. So he might as well just pack his bags and leave right now. So that's what I've got to say about him. I don't know why I'm doing these so much, because I was going to use different decks for all 3 of these. The next guy up, the next guy up, the next guy up. Let's do Clinton with this step. How deep is Clinton in this? I shuffled and shuffled these before I even started, and I don't want to get them all over again. I'm not the most graceful person in the world. Let's do a really quick one for Clinton. Oh, he still thinks that maybe he can juggle his way out of this. We got the two of coins on the bottom, so maybe he thinks he can juggle his way out of this. Maybe he thinks it's been so long ago. Well, I mean, you know, like that record he put out, he's only been on there so many times and stuff. It looks like he's been working on whatever he let out. He's been working on that a long time. He's known this was coming. Him and Hillary both have known this was coming. I knew it was coming, and I'm not very smart. Well, I'm not stupid, but I'm not. Yeah, he's kind of wishing he could just get in a boat on a slow boat to China here and get out of this limelight before it breaks. He's hoping he can just stay under the covers and just maybe after that one statement he put out, just keep moving around in the background and ignoring it. Anyway, at the present, and this has been going on for a while, him and Hillary are making a plan together. Whether they're talking to lawyers already or whatever they're doing, they're at least it's not any secrets anymore. She knows exactly what, when, and where, and they're working on this together. The challenge to this is the rest of the family, her daughter and the grandkids and stuff. They're not going to want all this stuff getting out, and they're afraid it's going to get out. And the future on this, and this is for the Clintons, is what I'm reading on now. It looks like Bill Clinton's going to end up right in the middle of this before it's through. And I can see this coming because I know Donald Trump. I mean, well, who doesn't? Whether you want to or not, whether we wanted to or not, we all know Donald Trump. And he uses Clintons for the scapegoat all the time. And on this, as it gets more and more keeps coming out there about him being involved, and I'm sure some stuff's going to come out about Bill being involved, and he's just going to keep screaming and pointing at Bill all the way through this. We know this. Well, for a while, they're going to feel like maybe they're getting away with this. Got enough paperwork done up ahead of time and anything they can think of to come up with to cover their ass. They've been working on that. When some of the facts start coming out about that and some of these plane trips on this Lolita Express, the challenge is going to be the notoriety and all the media attention, and he's going to just feel like he's caught up in this. Whether he was really in on it big time or just used that plane to get around, he's done enough that he's hung. He's right in the middle of there, and it's going to end up really hurting the family and their legacy before it's over. So that's what I feel about the Clintons, that they're going to get sucked up right in the middle of this. Just and even if they're not in the middle when it first all starts out, by the time Trump gets through with it, he's going to suck them right into the middle of it. So that's how I feel about that. It's how the cards feel about that, let's say, put it that way. And then we're going to do Trump, and we're going to do Trump with my old reading for years deck. Don't usually use it for him, but we're going to see what's going on here. We're going to do a different layout for him even because we know he's in this already. This is no ifs, ands, or buts. Well, his wife, Melania, he doesn't even see her too often, but maybe this is this Sybil of Swords is Ivanka, since he thinks of her as his wife. But anyway, it's being discussed already, whatever he's going to do to try to get out of this and which direction he should go. So if he's discussing which direction to go, okay, he's being told just to ignore it. Just to go business as usual, your same old bullshit, your same old look over there, you know, there's a bird over there and a squirrel over here, oh looky there, there's a falling star in the sky. But it's like, just do everything as usual and try to ignore this. I don't think they're going to let him ignore it. They're not going to let him ignore it. And the foundation of this is the Seven of Pentacles. Boy, in my other cards, I don't think of this so much as the Justice card because it's the Seven of Pentacles. But this is like money being drained because of justice. Money being drained because of justice. If he thought these other lawsuits are going to be expensive, before this is all over, it's going to really cost him just to stay out of jail for being a child molester. This is how I feel about it. That's what that's saying. That's what these cards are saying. What I feel about it. It's what the cards are saying. We got the Seven of Pentacles for the foundation, which means he was spiritually, emotionally, and totally involved in this, almost to the point where he thought of it as a religion, being with these younger girls. He thought of it as self-actualization, not sex actualization. Not maybe, who knows? I meant to say self-actualization. Maybe that was a Freudian slip of the tongue there. But yeah, he was really loving this. Now, maybe it got too close to his family or too close to something. I don't know why he decided. Now, he's feeling endangered right now. He's feeling like this is going to, there's no way that this isn't going to get right up close to him, right up to him. And this is Trump. And what's going on with him now? That card's upside down. I'm going to leave it upside down. It's the Nine of Pentacles, I think. Old deck. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. This is a happy home and everything going, but this is going to disrupt. I don't know if it's because of all the notoriety, because I'm sure his daughter knows that he's a sex offender, and I'm sure his wife knows that. And in fact, everybody in the country should know it. He said it out loud on TV. But for some reason, this particular thing with this Epstein business is going to really disrupt the family. It's going to turn his own family off on him. I don't think it's because they have such high morals. I think it's just to get out of the limelight or whatever, the light that's going to be shown on here. And here we have the Nine of Wands, which in this deck is shining a light on what's going on. Shining a light of all the undercover work that was done, all the secrets and lies that was kept about this stuff when it was coming out the first time. Yep, the light's definitely going to get shined on it. I don't know if you guys can see this card or not, but yep, definitely going to get shined on it. And what's going on with Trump right now is he doesn't know which way to go. Doesn't know which thing to blow up first. Let's hope we don't end up starting a war over this. But he feels like he's walking a tightrope, which is unusual for him because he usually figures his big mouth will get him out of something in 5 minutes. But he knows that this is too deep to get out of in 5 minutes. He is really worried about this. That's why he made Barr unrecuse himself. And I'm sure that that order came directly from him. And did you see the chicken manure way that he unrecused himself? Instead of coming out and making an announcement like he did the day before, he sent it out from one of his staff members or something. It was supposed to be a leak or something. Who knows? Yes, this is definitely, before this is all through, this is even going to get, this is going to put a deal between him and Ivanka. The next card up is the Civil of Wands. I don't know if you can see these cards or not. They're really, oh, Miss Grace here. I might as well just throw them all on the floor. Yeah, he's got Civil of Wands here, which is definitely, probably got this all over here lit up, and that's probably need to go over there. So we got the Civil of Wands here. And the next card out is the Hopes and Fears card. And we got the Seven in Cups in this one. And in this particular deck, the Seven of Cups is turning spiritual. You think that Trump's going to end up asking for God's help? Literally asking for God's help before this is all over? Is this going to be this is it. I really feel like this is it. I feel like from here on out, he's just a paper tiger. He's just a total paper tiger. It's just going to be one thing after another. He's not going to be able to keep doing this. I did hear that he won one of the emoluments lawsuits today without even those hardcore right judges struck one of them down already. And I'm sure it was a great case. But anyway, that's what's going on here. I'm going to go back through this real quick because I've been told that people like to go back through it. Discussing this with his family a little bit already because he already knows he's screwed. Advice he's getting is just business as usual. He really loved it when he was running around with Epstein. They were having a ball, and it was almost like a religious experience to him. It was like self-actualizing to him. He just really, he literally got high, probably without the Adderall. And then now, in fact, he's been a little worried about this for a while, but just in the last couple of days, he's really felt like, how in the hell am I going to get out of this? And I know he's thinking, well, I'll just get Barr to get me out of this. So what does Barr do? Barr recuses himself right away. Anyway, but he's got him back in there, supposedly to protect him. This is Trump, and he even feels like he's walking a tightrope, and he usually doesn't feel that way because he doesn't give in to pressure that way. But he knows it's getting toward that this is the end. This is it. This is going to end up being the straw that broke the camel's back, and he's right in the middle of this. Unless they can shut it down and keep it undercover. And I don't think they're going to be able to keep this undercover because it's national. It's going to end up at the Queen of Wands here. It's going to end up separating him from the women in his family. Although I feel emotionally and probably every other way you could think of, he's already separated from Melania. I don't think there's nothing between them. But this is going to end up separating him from the other children in the family, especially his, whatever you want to call him, his daughter, who he thinks is his wife. Uh, there's going to be a lot more light shined on this. And when there it is, Trump's even going to be so afraid. He's going to be trying to make deals with God. And I didn't think I'd ever say anything like that, but that's what I'm feeling from these cards. And I'm sorry it took me so long to get back. Sometimes I just have trouble doing this, and especially when I knew I wanted to read on this kind of energy. Um, if anybody'd like a personal reading, you can get a hold of me at lynntarotreadings@gmail.com, and just send me an email there and let me know that you're interested in a personal reading, and I'll get back with you with the information on it. And love doing readings. I get really high doing the readings on wonderful people. In fact, I just decided today when I was getting these cards ready, I was shuffling them and shuffling and shuffling to get all the energy off of them, that wonderful, beautiful energy, and trying to get them just bat for this stuff. And I think I'm going to go get me some different cards to do personal readings with. I think it'd make me feel a lot better. So anyway, I just thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody that hit the subscribe button. Thank you for the donations. Just thank you for everything. Bye now.